Hello, hello. I hope y'all doing well. This is Tonetta, your social worker coach, of course, bringing you the day number 8, the change challenge this morning. It's all about the why. I guess I put it that way. So like I said, I hope that y'all doing well. And definitely feel free. I don't think I've said that in the other videos, but definitely feel free to share this video out with somebody that may need to hear this, either this one or any of the other videos or content that I do. Like I said, definitely feel free to do so. But like I said, knowing your why. I'm not talking about, well, of course I am talking about the why you're doing something. But I just wanted to, of course, talk about this a little bit this morning. Because I know sometimes we all have a why. I guess I'll start there. We all have a why we want to change, why we want to create a better life for ourselves, why we want to have a different car, why I want a different job, why I want, whatever it is. We all have a why. But you have to, or at least I had to understand that my why cannot be for anybody else. It had to be for me only. My why couldn't be for, I want to change because my partner want me to change, or because my kids want me to change this, or because my friends are doing this and I want to be like them. It had to be for myself only. And I'll tell y'all a quick little story back. This was back, let me see. Maybe it was 2015. I don't know, 16, somewhere along in that area. I started doing, I was actually looking online and of course like running across some stuff about Dr. Sebi. He was a person that of course talked about like homeopathic medicine, herbs, health, stuff like that. And he had this fast that some folks were joining. So of course I took it upon myself to go ahead and join that fast. And of course, my main thing was getting my health together. It wasn't because of weight loss like everybody else was talking about, that kind of thing. But of course, it still came afterwards anyway. And of course, that wasn't the first time I've done like a fast or any kind of changing my lifestyle of food or that kind of thing. That wasn't the first time at all. But like I said, it wasn't, I know a lot of folks want to go into doing fast, trying to eat right, eat healthy, that kind of thing, in order to just lose weight for, whether it's for like a wedding dress or whether it's for a party or whether it's for just the summer or whatever, or bathing suit season, whatever it is. But just know that those short wins will never sustain themselves. I guess I put it that way. You always have to put in more work. And just know, like I said, with that why, it has to be about something that's more in that, I guess that's more within you instead of just wanting to lose weight. Because we always know the weight is going to fluctuate for all our lives. Most of us know that, or we should know that. I guess I put it that way. That's something that I know as well. And like I said, weight is something that's never just constant. You have the same weight the day that you die today for the rest of your life. That never actually happens. It never has to anybody I've ever known, not even myself. So, but like I said, definitely you have to have a bigger why if you're trying to, of course, create change within your life. Like I said, creating a healthy lifestyle, because you may have diabetes or have blood pressure or some other illness or that kind of thing like I have. I had to make sure that I was trying to create a whole lifestyle around not just the wanting to lose weight, because that wasn't even a figment of my imagination, actually. Like I said, my main thing was trying to make sure my health was in order, that my numbers were looking awesome. I guess I put it that way, that I was feeling good, that I was having the energy and that type of thing. And like I said, that of course while I was on that fast as well. But like I said, it was never about the weight loss. So like I said, it wasn't to make myself look good for anybody else, anything along those lines. It was only to make myself feel good and then of course look good to myself. Like I said, that's where it all has to stem from when it comes to any type of change. And I'm telling y'all that story because of that. Like I said, for any type of change that you want to do, it always has to stem from yourself. It cannot stem from anybody else. Yes, I know in business, I know folks talk about wanting to create this business, to outdo so-and-so, do all these things, but just keep in mind that it always has to come from yourself. You always have to have a why, a deeper why than just something surface as to why you want to do anything that you want to change in your life. Like I said, I know a lot of times we, of course, want to look at everybody else and compare ourselves, because I'm definitely guilty of that as well. Compare ourselves to others and that kind of thing, but don't let that be your why, y'all. Let your why be something that's internally driving you. One of my main drivers, one of my main whys is not going back to the environments that I grew up in. That has always been my why, actually. When I grew up, of course, there was drug usage in the household, domestic violence, all this type of stuff going on. And around my neighborhoods, it was the same type of stuff going on as well. People living in poverty, people living on welfare, people in Section 8, people not working, people not going to school, people doing all the drinking, drugging, doing all this stuff. I'm like, I cannot do that at all. I knew that as a kid going into the first grade, that was not going to be the life that I live. I guess I put it that way. And it definitely has. Well, since I've been old enough to, of course, create a life for myself, it has not been. And like I said, that why drives me every day, because I don't want to go back to those kind of environments ever again, especially since I know where it got majority of the people that, of course, was in those environments. Yes, it was a choice of their own in some ways. But like I said, definitely, I refuse to go back to those kind of environments. And like I said, that has driven me every day to get up and do what the hell I need to do every single day in order to make something work, in order for me to have what I need, and like I said, in order to live the lifestyle that I'm currently living. And of course, beyond that. But like I said, we definitely have to know that there is a deeper why behind everything that we want to do. It's not just the weight loss. It's not just to look good for your friends. It's not just so your husband can like your new swimsuit, I guess, like your new swimsuit body or whatever it is, so that you can look better than your girlfriends because they all bigger than you and you want to be the only one that's thin, or whatever the reason is. You have to find something deeper than that. Those kind of things, yes, why it is a why, that's not going to sustain the reason why you're trying to make a change and shift your habits. I've talked to many who, of course, had those real surface whys and the things that's really working for somebody else's good, I guess I put it that way, instead of their own. And like I said, those kind of whys and those type of changes do not last, y'all. So like I said, I'm just, with this message this morning, I'm just urging you, of course, make sure yes, you have a why for everything that you do, but just make sure that it's for yourself and it's for something that is really going to impact your life, I guess I put it that way. And not just to compete with somebody else, or to make somebody else look bad, or to make somebody else think you the bomb, or whatever it is. Make sure that you do it for yourself, y'all. And make sure that you look deep within. If it's, I guess, like I said, for me, for the lifestyle change, for the food, healthy foods, that kind of thing, not for the weight loss, but for the lifestyle change. So I can, of course, improve my numbers and my health altogether, my energy as well. Those are deeper whys, instead of just trying to look good like a swimsuit just to do a 30-day challenge and this kind of thing. Make sure that you're doing it for the long term. Any change that you want to make, while it can be short term, I'm looking for the long term changes, not anything short term at all, for myself and for anybody that is out here hearing my voice. I guess I put it that way. I'm not the type that likes anything short term. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, for those who know me, I know my sis Maria's on here too. I'm sure she can attest to that as well. I like long-term changes. In order for anything to, of course, anything to change in your life, you have to create those long-term changes. It's not a short-term anything. Well, it can be a short-term anything. It's not going to get you anywhere at all. Maybe for like that month or that 2 months. That's really about it. But in order for you to, of course, honestly make some changes when it comes to your actual, I guess, like your actual habits, your healing, your lessening your triggers, all those, and I guess the emotional, mental type of things, you have to create that long-term change. Otherwise, it's not going to stick. You're going to resort back to the exact same things that you were doing before. And then wonder why you still sit up here in the same situation when nothing's changing. You have to force that change to happen. I know some folks don't want to hear that, and oh my God, it's going to be too much work, and oh my God, this is too much. And okay, well, if you don't want the change, then just don't do it. Otherwise, it is work every single day. I can tell you that from me doing this every single day and living my life every single day. All the changes I made every single day has been me putting in work every single day. I don't care what situation it is. There's all types of situations that you can have that you become triggered with. There's all types of situations that you can, of course, get yourself in, put yourself in, where you need to do some more healing, I guess I put it that way. Relationships especially. And we're always going to have to create change in our life, no matter how much we don't want to do it. But in order for those changes to stick, you have to, like I said, have a deeper why and do it for yourself and not nobody else. And I'm going to go ahead and get off for this morning. I know I got to get into work this morning too, but like I said, definitely I hope this message reached somebody this morning. And just know that no matter what you're doing, you can always have lasting change in your life if that's what you want to do. And the first video I did about this change challenge, you have to be consistent and you have to be intentional about everything that you do. And yes, it's going to take work. It's not going to be easy. Just say, I'm going to change this tomorrow and it's going to happen. That is not how life works at all with anything. You may see people online, for example, it looks like an overnight millionaire. You have no idea the context of those folks' story. Majority of those people spent the last between 5 and 15 years trying to make things work, having all these failures, trying to figure out how to come back from these failures. That's what it's going to take for all of us. It's not going to be just an overnight success at all. It may be what you see today. I guess see me today doing well, all that kind of stuff. Trust me, this is 46 years in the making, actually. 46 in how many months? It's 5, 6 months in the making, I guess I put it that way. It did not happen overnight. The same way I tell my goddaughter and my partner's daughter, who's coming to stay with us tomorrow, the same thing I tell them, the same thing I tell everybody else. The same behaviors that you do for the last, they're 13 and 15. The last 13 to 15 years of your life that created your attitude, that created your behavior that you're doing, created anything that you're doing in your life that you don't like, and that folks are telling you is well, I guess for the little kiddos, because of course us parents we do have to step in at some point to kind of like guide their behavior. But if it's something that they're doing, whether it's lying or getting upset or howling and yelling, all these types of things, like I told them, it's not going to take one day, even though us parents may say that I hope you change this tomorrow, and this needs to change right away, young lady, or that kind of thing. It is not going to change right away, and that's what I always tell myself and tell my partner and tell their parents as well. It's not going to change right away. If it took 15 or 13 years to create the child that you see today, it's going to take another 13, 15 years in order for them, to go ahead and correct those things. It may not take that long, but still, that's how I always resort things back to. However long it took you to get to this point where you are right now, it's going to take that same amount of years possibly in order for you to get to like your next points. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, I know people don't want to hear that, oh my God, it's not going to take 46 years. No, it may not. I'm sure it won't. You just have to put in the work and be consistent. It can actually take a year, take 2 years, take 3 years. But in just looking at hindsight, like I said, you're just putting your mind that nothing is going to come quick. That's why I told them that. It's going to take you 13 years in order to stop lying. It's going to take you 15 years in order to get your attitude right. I told them that because so that they can know that no change is going to be quick tomorrow. It's going to take some time for things to change and for you to get yourself together for that change. So like I said, that's my message this morning. And now I'm going to go ahead and get my butt out first. I do got to get into the office. So take care, y'all. Have a great day. And like I said, I hope if you're doing this change challenge with me, like I said, definitely let me know down below. What's your why, I guess, for your change, I guess for the things that you want to change within your life. So definitely, like I said, definitely let me know. And I'm going to go ahead and get out for y'all. Take care. I'm talking fast. Try to hurry up. But like I said, y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning in the next video. Peace out.